I wish that music would keep going and just like fade out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Share this shit real quick.
Share this real quick. So this episode is brought to you by us. And we have a special guest joining us.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Did that share?
There
we go.
Got too many tabs open.
I know, I do too. I've got a lot of fantasy football apps or tabs open.
We'll get to that in a second. I just want to start by saying there's nothing better, or there's no feeling better than a brand new sweater when it's like still fluffy. Like I'm wearing a new sweater I got, and it's just so comfy. And the only reason I'm wearing it is one, because it's cold in my apartment, because it's hot as shit outside. But two, I just want to wear it. Like it's not cold enough where I need a sweater, but I just want to wear it because it's so.
What kind of sweater is it? It looks like a hoodie.
It is a hoodie. Yeah, it's from. You're gonna laugh at me.
Probably.
It's from some YouTubers that I follow, and they have their own clothing brand. And I want to support, and I like
Jacob Paul. Logan Paul. Let me see it.
It's you've seen some of their videos. I've shared them with you, but it says, "Oh shit, my mic! I need to get a new mic stand." Seek discomfort.
I like that. We have a special guest. He's in the building.
Oh shit!
He's in the building. What's up?
What's happening?
Nothing, man. We just started.
Okay. We just started.
And just like colored people, always late, right?
CPT.
Oh yeah, I remember you and Sarah telling me what CPT was.
Hey man, you got to learn somehow, man. I don't mind telling people. Colored people time for those that don't know.
I'm half white, so I'm like, I'm on time.
I'm on time.
Dude, Howard,
what's happening? I'm well. How y'all doing?
Good.
Good, man. Happy birthday to your daughter, first of all.
Thank you.
Today is your daughter's birthday?
No, it was on Tuesday, the 25th.
Yeah, but a little belated. But
yeah, no, it's all good, man. It's wild. It's still hard to believe that I have a 2-year-old. Because I mean, shit, I can't believe that either. I've known you guys longer than I've known my own daughter.
That's a really good point.
So, it's like, gosh, I love that little girl to death, but just even looking at her this morning, I was just like, wow, you're 2 years old. Where did the time go? I remember when we brought her home, so it's ridiculous.
Yeah. That's bizarre, dude. That is bizarre.
Man. I like your setup. The background looks dope.
Oh, thank you. So, I mean, yeah, I do video game streaming. So, this is just kind of a little nook and cranny that I have for myself in my apartment.
Yeah.
So, where do you do that on? Twitch?
Yeah, Twitch. I'm getting my Mixer set up right now as well, too. So, hopefully by the end of today, I'll be able to be on Mixer as well, too. And then I'm also going to be doing YouTube and Facebook gaming as well. So, just trying to get all avenues dope, man. All avenues down.
I didn't even know Facebook had gaming.
Yeah, neither did I.
Yeah, Facebook has a gaming platform, man, which is really popular. And then same with Facebook. A lot of people don't know that Facebook has gaming as well, too. But they have a gaming platform as well, too. And it's they're both really taking off. So if you associate both of those with like a TikTok or something like that, which I'm not good with, but got to start using it. So
yeah, dude.
How do you stream them all at the same time? Like, is there a certain platform you're using where you can get like them all going at once?
What is
that's
that?
What we're using.
OBS. I believe that's the one that you got.
OBS. I've used OBS before.
No, we're using StreamYard. So right now we're streaming on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch all at the same time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Ooh, so I would look into using StreamYard if you're gonna try and hit all those platforms.
Let me write this down real quick.
Yeah. And it's cool because you can like.
We're
nothing, man.
chit-chatting. Clay's going out of town next weekend, so figured do a long podcast today.
Hold on, radio finally paying enough for y'all to travel?
Him, not me. He's the boss man, so he can do whatever he wants. I'm still chilling over here in my apartment by myself.
Oh, I'm not going very far.
So I gotta ask. I mean, I know I'm the guest, and this is like y'all show, but I gotta ask. For those that don't know, they lived here and worked here in Portland with me.
Yes.
So I gotta ask, how's Texas? How's Michigan? Like, I miss you guys. So I just
miss you too,
give
man.
me something, man.
You go first, Miho.
Texas is cool. Like I've said on previous podcasts, I haven't really gotten to explore just because the whole COVID situation. And meet people because right when I started meeting people, the shutdown happened here in the city. And people really aren't following the rules, or at least they weren't. So it was just like real treacherous to go out and just like hang out with people because people don't want to wear masks. It's a hoax.
Oh yeah.
And so now things are like slowly getting back to normal. And I'm moving in a month with a friend to his house. So hopefully, like, and he's well connected in the city, so it'll be nice to like live with someone for one, and two, like meet his friends and meet his connections and go out and be safe with people that are safe as well. So, but Texas, it's hot and muggy. Clay knows all about that. He's from Oklahoma, but yeah. I mean, it doesn't bother me too much, but city's cool. It's just a bit. Have you been to Reno?
Yeah.
It's like a little big city. That's San Antonio. Really? I mean, there's a lot of people here, but it's not that big of a town. Like, it's a big town, but it's not like New York or LA. It's like a Portland. It's all compact in one place.
That's a perfect way to describe it.
Yeah. So, yeah, Texas.
I never would have thought you would be living in Texas.
Neither would I, man. Are you kidding me?
Dude, Joe Rogan's about to move to Texas.
He's here already, I thought.
Well, he better get there because his Spotify thing starts on the 1st.
Yeah.
Hold on. So is that a part of their deal with Spotify? He has to like live in Texas or some shit like that?
No, I don't think so. I think he just was like tired of LA. And
there's no state income tax in Texas, so he gets to keep a good chunk of that $100 million. So.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm about to move in with him then. Sure.
Yeah, so I get my paychecks are bigger because there's no state income tax, but I mean there's always sales tax, and that's not, it's high. Oh, there we go.
Do we like this better? I feel like we do.
It felt weird.
I felt like with the other one, I felt like I was sitting like like hella zoomed in.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, let's go with this one. Yeah. But yeah, Michigan. Rolling off of that, Michigan, dude, whenever I got here, so I've been here for, I mean, give or take like a week or two, like I've been here for a year now. Okay. And whenever I first moved here, I was devastated. Like, dude, I was like, I was just like, so like, cause leaving Portland, and like with everything, like, you're like living in a city, like downtown and all that, you get used to that. And then you move to where I'm at. I live in a smaller city. I wouldn't even really call it a city. Like there's a downtown area and stuff.
You saying Saginaw, right?
Yeah, Saginaw.
Yeah. One of my homeboys is from there. So
really?
Yeah. Born and raised, man. And he represents Saginaw, but he actually lives in Seattle. But he reps Saginaw to the fullest. Fuck that.
989, yeah. Dude, yeah, but so like I was saying, like whenever I moved here, I was like devastated. I was like miserable for like the first month or so. And then, once I like started like learning the area and things like that and like getting comfortable and like after like the culture shock wore off and everything, I'm chilling. I got a dope apartment. And it's like dirt cheap and like everything is dirt cheap. And so I'm good now. It's not bad at all. I found a little scene, but I can't really participate in it because of COVID. Like I live above like a little strip of bars and stuff like that, like right on the waterfront. Yeah. So it's kind of like Portland in a way of like how like a river like divides the city, but it's that's about like the only thing. So I do live on the
Shit.
river, so like
Yeah.
living on the riverfront in Portland would be like a couple
Yeah.
grand per month.
3,000 a month, pretty much.
Yeah. And this one's not. I mean, it's really really cheap. So it's
Yo,
good,
so
man.
are you guys dealing with water issues in your part of the state?
No, like the whole
Okay.
Flint thing.
Yeah.
No, we're I'm about 45 minutes away from Flint.
Okay.
Yeah. But they just in Flint, I saw they recently, like a couple weeks ago, just had a settlement with all that and paid out $600 million to like the people that were affected.
So
They
here's
fixed
my
the
thing.
pipes though. Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say,
doesn't matter.
hey, did they fix the pipes? And I mean, like, okay, 600 million, which is a decent amount of money, but how many people are getting,
Like what does that factor out to? Like
what is that?
$500 a person or what?
Yeah, if that. So it's just nah.
Yeah, it's like fix the pipes. How are things in Portland though? I mean, it's kind of like a hot zone for news coverage throughout. I mean, since all these protests and everything have been happening. What's been your experience with it?
The total opposite of what the media has been portraying. Just they're only I would say, I guess the media makes it seem as if the whole city of Portland is under chaos, right?
Right.
Yeah.
If
it's
you're
like
gonna
2
call
blocks.
if you're gonna call it even chaos, like again, it's a 2-block radius, and that's all around, the Justice Center. Downtown, the rest of Portland is fine. Even me being down there, and I don't go protest just because, with having my daughter, I can't afford to, just get put in any kind of situation and not be there for her.
Sure.
But the fact that I feel like here in Portland anyway, some of the Black Lives Matter movement has been hijacked with, just people doing this fuck shit as far as, like still down there looting and rioting and breaking shit. I'm all for getting your point across. I'm all for making the shit happen and whatnot. But again, if we're the ones, or just let me use myself as an example, but if I'm the one taking the blame as a black man because I'm still saying Black Lives Matters because they do, and it's not a political statement, but you have people, and you guys both lived in Portland. Portland is very white. So a lot of these people that are down there, like at night with these quote unquote riots are white people. And part of me is like, I appreciate the fight, but a part of it is just,
you're making it worse.
Do something else, because again, like, even though you guys are down there fighting the fight for us, we're still the ones getting the backlash and getting the, like everything that's negative that comes along with it. So
yeah,
and like those people you said that hijacked it, those are people that they're not really there for the cause. They're just there because they're mad that their parents are divorced and they wear eyeliner and they're
white
fucking
guilt.
pissed off at the world, and they want to break shit.
Bullshit. They're doing all this bullshit, and then they're going back out to West Lynn, the Clackamas, and all of this other shit. Like fucking nice ass houses and mansions. So it's just, again, like I said, I appreciate the support, man, but do it in a better way and don't make us look bad about the shit, man. But as far as what the media is portraying to the rest of the nation, Portland is not that bad. There was never no need for, Trump to send in forces and all of that stuff, because
secret police.
It was never that bad. The same shit that's going on in Oklahoma, that's going on in California, that's going on in Texas, that's going on in New York, the same kind of protests, the same kind of even riots as well too.
Yeah.
Aren't, like ours are no worse.
Yeah, it's just it's highlighted.
I got a question. Well, you work at Nike. What's it been like? Like in the building, because obviously over the past year with the whole Kaepernick, and now this year with George Floyd, and even like side tangent, like this whole Drake video thing, like like it's been a crazy like year and a half for Nike.
Oh, it's been nuts, man. Shit. Okay, let me I just want to make sure I answer everything that you just asked me.
Yeah.
First,
I feel like this is an interview.
The Drake part is real quick. With the Drake situation, I thought that was dope that he did that on campus with everything going on. Because honestly, campus has been shut down since my birthday is late March. A week before my birthday is once campus got shut down with all COVID pandemic and stuff like that. So campus has actually been shut down with very limited access to a lot of people. Last time I went over there, I kid you not, walking just to my building, I've probably seen, including the people in my building, maybe 6 people. And that includes myself, compared to me walking in there this time last year at 7:00 in the morning. I'm running into at least 200 people. Just being on campus, whether they're working out, getting work done, or whatever. So it's been completely just opposite of what you normally expect. Just going back to the Drake video, no one can go into that fucking pond that he has these jet skis in. No one at all. You can't do shit at that pond. So the fact that he has jet skis in that pond, it's amazing. All right.
Yeah. Would you get fired if you jumped in?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Only Drake can be in that.
No one goes in that pond. All right. You can eat lunch around it. I've watched soccer games like around that pond, all of that stuff. Like it's a dope campus, but yeah, you can't go into that pond. 2, the building that Drake drove up to, like at the beginning of the video, that has no driving access at all. So how the hell did he get that car there? I still have questions, because you can't drive a car physically up to that building. So how did he get it up there? I don't know.
I mean, there's a will. If there's a will, there's a way.
No, if you're
brought it in with a helicopter.
They got cranes over there. They're still building the LeBron James and the Serena Williams building. So, I mean, it's possible that they used the cranes or something like that to carry whatever kind of car that was. But I was thoroughly impressed. Great song, by the way, too. Baby. So, second part to your question. Nike with the whole Colin Kaepernick thing, just answering that part first, has been very welcoming and eye-opening as well too.
Because if I'm not mistaken, you work for like a VP or something like that, right?
Yeah, so I'm actually in a unique position. So I actually work for the VP of collaboration. So with Drake, with your Travis Scott, with Virgil's and all of that. That's the person who I work for, like literally directly under them. So we get to see like a lot of different things. So I'm just going into the Colin Kaepernick situation. Nike as a whole was, very open into that. They stood behind him and what he stood for. Just part of me talking my shit, not just as a Nike employee, but just as a black man. Nike, as much as I respect what they did and their stance with Colin Kaepernick, they kind of played both sides of the field because they still have their contract with the NFL. So, like they're getting paid and getting money from both sides regardless, right?
Yeah.
But again, just looking at the silver lining and looking at the bright side of it, I am very happy and supportive at the fact that the company that I work for, I say a Fortune 5 company in the world, is able to stand and support somebody when it comes to those racial issues, not necessarily caring about the money that they're going to lose, which, they lost money on a lot of monarchs, but whatever.
Have you
on a lot of
a lot of barbecue dads stopped buying shoes.
Have you met anybody on campus that like is against it but continues to work for Nike?
No. Me personally, I haven't met anybody that's necessarily been against it, but I've also heard stories of people that have come across and worked with those people that are against it. I've also heard just about people, I guess, kind of being undercover with it as well, too, I guess you can say. It's just one of those, like they'll smile in your face and everything's all giddy, but, like when you're not around, they're talking reckless.
Yeah.
So, I've heard about those situations, and I'm not necessarily one to point fingers because just the way I live and go about things is I actually have to see it in order to, I can't go off the he say, she say.
Yeah.
So, like this is just things that I've heard, and I don't knock anybody's experience because shit, it's real.
Yeah.
So, they definitely do things like that.
And Nike,
sure.
And Nike pays well, I bet. So it's like, I'd rather keep my job.
I'll hide some bullshit, to keep the bag. So
exactly.
We're doing that. As far as like my boss though, I would say like my boss and just a lot of the people that I've worked with going on with like the George Floyd and just like the racial injustice and whatnot. My boss, my coworkers, and just a lot of people that I associate with on a daily basis have been very open to change. My boss, again, is an older white lady, and she is, like she talks to me probably every other day. Not even about work things, but just how she can go about being more of an ally to not just myself, but just to Black people in general. And just, like wanting to realize her wrongs and just, just do what she can to make it a better place.
Try not to be a Karen.
Try not to be a Karen.
Yo, and it's so funny too because
her name is Karen.
No. My boss's name is Andrea, but it's funny because that's actually one of the jokes that she said. She was just like, "Gosh, I don't ever want anybody to call me a Karen." Just like,
it's so funny. It's so funny because my mom's name is Karen, and a couple of weeks ago, she found she discovered and saw some of her first Karen memes, and so I hopped on the phone with her and I was like, "No, these people aren't." Talking shit about you. I was explaining. I was sending her screenshots.
Yeah,
of all the. I was like, no, nobody's coming after you. You're the sweetest lady in the world, but this is a thing, and unfortunately, it's based around your name.
It's not you. It's the other Karens. All right. We apologize.
Yeah.
But no, it's pretty cool. Like my boss and like I said, other people have been very open in as far as just trying to be better, seeing what they can do to become allies or be more of an ally and just honestly seeing what they can do to just be better humans. Like I said, my daughter's birthday was on Tuesday and my boss knew that. And so she was just texting me just saying how she wants to send her some clothes. So she asked for my address. And we weren't talking about race. We weren't talking about any of the George Floyd. Our conversation was literally about work and my daughter's birthday. And the last text, which kind of made me feel a little bad just for her, because I know that it's not just her. I know some people, a lot of people feel like that, but just one of the last things that she said, she was just like, hey, I hope everything is well. I'm going to get everything sent out to you. I'm sorry that white people are so shitty, and I'm sorry for all of us. And the fact that she had to feel like that, it's just kind of sucky, because I know just knowing her, I wouldn't consider her a shitty person. Again, Clay, I've known you for years, just like our homie Dan Huggy. I've known him for years as well too, and I don't consider you guys shitty people at all just because you guys are white.
Yeah,
and so, just it was eye opening, but just kind of damn, just one of those situations about how she has to feel like that. But then another part of myself is just as a Black man, I got to feel like that every fucking day.
Exactly.
So, as bad as I feel, part of it is because I know her and work for her and stuff like that. I got to deal with this shit every day. And I'm sorry, but I'm not about to apologize for my Blackness. Fuck that.
No. Yeah. And it's one of those things of it's good on her for putting herself in that position of wanting to educate herself, wanting to have that very uncomfortable conversation, because it's not an easy thing to do, because it's very uncomfortable, because you're okay, I haven't done anything personally, but I need to check my fucking privilege, and it's those conversations. If more people had conversations like that, we would be
in a better spot.
Yeah. People just need to. I think a lot of that goes into ego as well too. It's just just let your ego go. Honestly, there's tons of things that I will fight to the death to you about. Even have you guys ever been in an argument, mid-argument, you realize that you're wrong, but you've already fucking been on your fucking tangent and your point, so you just gotta stick with your gun?
Yeah, I do that all the time with Clay.
We've all been there, right? We've all been there. And so I think that's the thing, not necessarily just about this situation, but just in general. I think that's one of the things that it goes into ego. And I think that's just one of the things that we all need to get over, because at the end of the day, everybody's not right about everything, and everything isn't for everyone. And people need to get over that as well too. But we just got to be better. That's literally all it is, man. Just everybody tries to bring religion. I'm not a religious person, but people being religion into, politics, race and whatnot or whatever. But any kind of religion, whether it's Christianity, Jewish, Muslim, anything like that, the main point is to do good and do good by others.
Yeah, love one another as you'd love yourself or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so regardless, that has nothing to do with skin color. That has nothing to do with, who you love, your sexual orientation, how you represent yourself, whether you're trans or anything like that. That has nothing to do with it. Just be good. Be good to people.
Yeah. You can boil it down to one of my favorite bumper stickers. I haven't seen them much anymore, but I think they were like more popular in the 90s, and they just say, "Don't be a dick." Like,
damn.
That's it.
Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
That's not hard.
It's hard for some people, no pun intended.
Yo. So here, since you said that, that just kind of brings up something, because I've seen someone say, like, "Oh, don't be a pussy," and then I've seen the argument like, "Oh, you want to be a pussy? Pussies take poundings. They're tough. Blah blah blah," or whatever, right?
Sure.
Cool. So it's just like, do I not want to be a dick, but I want to be a pussy?
Dude, that's one of those very like Portland leftist conversations, because like it's like growing up, it's like you talking with your friends or everything is like, "Oh, you pussy," you call them a pussy and this and that. And then you like get all this, like, from the time that I lived in the 4 years that I lived there, and certain people that I've met, that we've all met, and it's just like, it seems like every single thing that you say, it's like, "Oh, well, you shouldn't say that because of this," or "You shouldn't say that." And I'm just like, oh my God, like trying to keep track of everything, of like, you can't say pussy because it's used in a like demeaning way. I don't know. It's just there's a lot of stuff to keep track of.
I remember my grandfather always said, "You never tell somebody to suck your dick unless you're ready to fight or defend yourself," right? And I was just like, why the hell would I not say that? And I still say it to this day, because it's just like, if somebody pisses me off, I'm like, "Yo, suck my dick. Like, get the fuck out of my face." Like, boom. And I understand, like, why people would get upset about that, but it's just like, I'm not about to be sensitive to somebody else's feelings on some little shit like that. Like, I mean, I'm not literally telling you to come suck my dick. You're not about to come suck my penis. But it's just like, if I'm saying that, I'm honestly saying it for a reason, because I'm upset, or, like whatever reason the reason is. I'm not just saying it just, "Oh, happy-go-lucky. Hey, how's it going? Suck my dick." Nah.
Yeah. Yo, I haven't said that in forever.
But I mean, I don't know. That's always been one of the things, because again, the cool thing is, and thanks for having me on here, guys, too. Yeah. But like, the cool thing is, you guys were implants to Portland.
Yeah.
Yep.
As far as like, you guys both moved to Portland. You lived here, 4 years for both of you guys, right?
3, about 4 years, right at it.
Yeah, 3 to 4 years for both of you guys. So you guys were implants. I grew up with that shit. So it's just like, you had both of you guys had totally different upbringings, as far as like with your parents, but also just like the communities that you guys were raised around with your friends as well too. So I grew up with a lot of that sensitivity, and it was just something that I never understood, because at the end of the day, when I'm talking to my friends, when I'm talking to people, like, you need to understand that it's not anything that I'm telling you like, "Oh, you need to come suck my penis," just because I fucking said suck my dick or anything like that.
Right.
If I say fuck you or call you a bitch, like, you're probably acting like a bitch. But does that mean you're a bitch all the time? No.
I feel like bitch is one of the ones that, like, you can still say, and it like, no matter where you're at on like the political correctness thing, because like, if I get the whole like suck my dick thing, then you're being like, you're implying that person's gay, which makes it like a negative thing to be gay. Or if you like say pussy or whatever, you're making it seem weak. But I feel like if you just call you can call a girl a bitch, you can call a dude a bitch.
And that's my thing. So here, and maybe it's just, I'm speaking for myself, but I'll tell a woman or a male to suck my dick when I'm at you. I don't give a shit, because it's just like, yo. And like I said, I have no problem, like taking my lumps when I'm wrong. I have no problem like even apologizing for things that I say, because hey, you don't mean everything that you say, right? Like, I have no problem apologizing. But again, I'm not discriminating, male, woman, black, white, green, purple. Like, I'm gonna tell you how it is, and I'm gonna tell you what's on my mind, And going back to the whole Portland situation, I had to grow up with that, and so that was one of the things that was very confusing to me. And I think growing up playing sports, so that did a lot of traveling as far as with soccer and basketball as well too. I was able to meet people from Texas, from different parts of the country, and I seen that everybody isn't as sensitive as Portland. Like, the Portland culture. Portland is very sensitive as a whole. And so just you can't do a lot of things because people are going to look at you and be like, oh, you can't do this because you're offending this group of people. But at the end of the day, everybody's not going to agree with everything that you do. And so somebody's always going to be offended by something. Like, I mean, one of the things that I say the most to Black people is, male and females. I'm like, hey, what's up, King? Whether I know you or not, to males. How you doing, sister? How you doing, Queen? To my Black females. Some females take that when I call them Queen, you don't have right to call me Queen. You don't know me. But it's literally a term of endearment. Like, I'm boosting you up. But because I don't know them, because I'm not allowed to call them that, and now it's a negative thing. And so that's how I look at it. Like, at the end of the day, like, I'm not meant for everybody. That's literally what it is. As much as I'm a people person, I fucks with everybody. I don't really have beef with people, but I am completely content with understanding that I'm not for everybody.
I don't think anybody's for everybody.
But some people, and that's the thing, some people
want that.
Some people want that. They need
that's where
that
you start
validation.
getting fake, though. Yeah. If you're trying to please everybody, then you're just being a fake version of yourself.
Exactly.
You're phony.
Exactly.
Phony.
Fucking phony.
Speaking about Kings, last night we all got the news that Chadwick Boseman passed away.
Yeah, and we all went and saw that movie together, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, we did.
And I was just like heartbroken because I've seen a lot of his movies.
Dude, I didn't even know he had cancer.
Well, nobody did. Well, like, he put up a picture a couple months ago, and a lot of people on the internet clowned him. They were calling him like,
oh, because he was super like skinny.
He was skinny. Yeah. It was for Jackie Robinson Day, and I remember going through Twitter and the internet, and people were like, "He looks like he's on crack or this." I'm like, something's wrong. Like,
he's dying from cancer.
I've seen a lot of people that look like that. We've all dealt with people who have had cancer or seen people with cancer, and I was like, I didn't know it was cancer, but I was like, there's something not healthy about that. And he doesn't seem like a drug user, so I was like, these people are fucking assholes. But I didn't realize how many movies of his that I've seen, and I was like, he's so good, and he's gonna be missed. He's great. And so,
what was he, like 43?
Yeah, he was 43.
He was so
which is
young.
crazy because, like, I'm 32. I mean, not 34. that means it. Yeah, like, he's so close to my age, but also so far. And it's like, what can 10 years make of your life? Even the last 4 years, he put out 5 movies.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he found out in 2016 that he had colon cancer and he had numerous surgeries and while all going through chemo, and still put out great movies. And it's not like they were just good movies because of the plot or whatever, but it's because of his acting and because of just his parts in the movie. To this day, like, my favorite movies, regardless of genre, is Black Panther.
It was so good. Such a good movie.
It was a fucking great movie. Like, it is my number one Marvel movie for sure. Number one Marvel movie for sure. But, like, it's up there, I would say, in my top 5 favorite movies of all time.
I'd say Civil War is my second favorite.
Oh,
Clay doesn't watch Marvel.
I was just about to say, dude, I don't, and this will just prove how much, like, if anyone hasn't seen Black Panther, you should, whether you like superhero movies or not, because I don't really do the superhero thing, DC or Marvel or any of it. Like, I've seen like the first Batman that came out, and then Black Panther. So it's such a good movie.
See, the thing about Black Panther, even though it was like a superhero movie, it didn't feel like it. It felt it was part of the timeline, but it like had its own moment. Whereas like the three Captain Americas were obviously like setting something up. The 3 Iron Mans were setting something up. But Black Panther, I felt, even before it came out, like, it felt like it was going to stand on its own merit.
Yes.
And it still does. Like, there were all the other movies. I mean, Civil War was great because it had great political, like, undertones that, like, are still valid to this day. But like Black Panther was, it just like it had political things, it had race issues, it had the diaspora issues of like the Black community that like we hadn't seen on film before. Like, do we help other Black people around the world, or do we stick to our own and just save our own? And it was like, again, like, and him and Michael B. Jordan brought that out really well.
Yep.
So
because
sucks.
Michael B. Jordan in that movie too was a villain you could root for.
Exactly.
Because you understood everything of what he was trying to accomplish.
Yeah.
And so it was like, it was just, oh gosh, it's a great movie. And I think also a big part of it goes into the timing of that movie and when it was released, like when it was made and released, because around that time, that's a lot of bullshit of, like once Donald Trump came into office. And again, me not being necessarily a big political person, Donald Trump has brought a lot of systemic racism out of people because it's almost as if he's made being a racist okay.
Yeah, he gives a lot of people that cosign of like, look,
I'm
like this.
That validation.
You don't have to hide anymore.
And so I think for Black people, it was nice to see us be represented on that screen as, a superhero, but also just as a beacon of hope. Because again, just like, it's funny because I was on Instagram before I even logged on, and one of my two of my good friends that I grew up with, they're an interracial couple, Paul and Stephanie. Stephanie's white, Paul is Black, but they have a mixed child. And she had posted a picture about how inspired her son was. Her son is 8, and he loves like Black Panther, everything, right? And she posted like pictures of him in his costume and all of that, and literally says like he greets them every morning with, "I love you, Mom, Dad," whoever he talks to or whatever, good morning, Wakanda forever. And that movie like has been released, I don't know how long ago.
Two and a half years?
Yeah, and he still does that like every single morning.
Yeah.
And so like to see a mixed child, and that means a lot to myself just because my daughter is mixed as well too. Mm-hmm. So just being able to see a mixed child
accept themselves.
Accept themselves and just accept their Blackness, like it's one of the things that I love to see the most. Because I mean, as much as like you guys know my daughter and her mother. You guys know me, right? So you guys know that my daughter, I would say, kind of looks like both of us, but when it comes to her skin tone, she heavily favors her mother, right?
Yeah,
heavily favored, which is fine. Like, I have no problem with that, but I always try to make sure that my daughter understands, even though she's only 2 years old, that you're Black. You are still a Black woman, and I don't care what you identify when you get older and all of that, but I need you to understand and know that you're a Black woman.
Yeah, and that's not to say like she shouldn't be ashamed of her whiteness, but like she will be seen differently in the world, and she needs to understand that those things.
It's funny because, like, again, like between her mother and I, like we split custody, week by week, right? So I've had my daughter this whole week. She'll get picked up tomorrow, and then her mother will have her for the week as well, right? Then every Sunday we switch. But with that being said, like when I have my daughter and I will go to the park, right? Just my daughter loves the swings. She's fucking 2. So we'll go to the park.
Who doesn't like swings, man? I'm 32. Shit. I love swings.
We'll go to the park, like we'll take some snacks, like a soccer ball or something like that, her toys. We'll play around, we'll kick it. I'll be chilling on my phone, letting her run around or whatever. And I have white people that look at me and kind of give me the oddest looks because, again, me being of darker complexion, and then I have this white child with me.
Yeah.
And, like I don't have any wood to knock on, but, luckily I've been fortunate that no one has come up and asked me if this is my daughter or, like what I'm doing with this child, because I'm going to lose my shit.
That would be rough.
You're not gonna tell me, or even attempt to come at me like that because I did this. This is mine. Like anybody that knows my daughter, that's my dick. Exactly. Like anybody that knows my daughter knows it's me. Whether it's like if you look at her, like you can see features. I got big ass lips. I ain't got no problem with that. My daughter got those too.
I was just about to say, you guys.
It's not like Kylie Jenner.
It's not like she doesn't look like you. Like you can look at her and tell that, like that's your kid.
We got the eyes. We got the same, lips, like all of that. And then again, if you go into personality, she acts way more like me than she does her mom, and that's not a bad thing. Well, I guess it depends on who you ask, but like she acts like me more than she does her mother. So it's just like for somebody to ever come at me like that, and the reason I bring that up is because I have friends also who are in similar positions as far as their counterparts are white, one's Mexican, one's Asian as well too, and then being black. And so, you see the ethnicity in their children, but they've been approached. Is this your child? Like, oh, is this your niece or nephew or something like that? Are you babysitting? Like,
does it matter?
Yeah.
Who are you?
It's none of your business.
Yeah, so it's just like, suck my dick. So going back into the whole Black Panther thing, it's nice to see representation from Black Panther and the inspiration and effect that it has on the Black culture, but also children who are, mixed and, mixed families, I guess. There's another word I was looking for, but.
And it's like, obviously, we're giving him praise. I mean, he received a lot of praise while he was alive because he's an amazing actor and human.
Of course.
But also, like, now that he's passed, there's a lot of praise for his iconic roles. And that's not to say, like, he played Jackie Robinson really well. I love that movie. I've seen it about 5-6 times. And his Thurgood Marshall movie, which is like, Black Panther's great. I love it. But also, like, a real life hero was Thurgood Marshall. And if people don't know who he is, like, look him up because he was a titan. Wasn't he the first Black Supreme Court justice, if I'm not mistaken?
Yep.
Yeah. So like it's amazing the roles he chose and the stories. I think in one of his interviews, he said like he's a storyteller and like he wanted to tell stories of the Black community, and the roles he chose was like undeniable. Like he knew what he wanted to portray on the big
he
screen.
played what was it? not Jackie Brown, but
James Brown.
He played James Brown.
I haven't seen that one yet, but I've wanted to. But
I feel like, and I was just having this conversation yesterday, but it was going back to the point that you just made. Every role that he took has some kind of prominent. It's a prominent Black figure to the Black community.
Yeah.
Whether it be the superhero that's made up, with Black Panther, whether it be the actual hero of Thurgood Marshall, whether it be, somebody that laid the foundation and broke ground with Jackie Robinson. And then you have, one of the greatest entertainers, regardless of, color or ethnicity, but James Brown.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I feel like, again, he did a lot because he inspired Black people. That for myself, just speaking as a Black man, he inspired Black people. And I'm talking about a 34-year-old Black man being inspired.
Yeah.
So imagine what that's done for the teenagers. And we live in a time where, regardless of no race, but just like this generation that we have behind us, these teenagers, these early millennials, I guess, they're going to make some change, man. Like, I feel like they're going to make some change. And so to be able to inspire those people, that says a lot. That says a lot to me.
And even like his counterparts, like the girl that plays Shuri, like she's only like 22.
Yep.
So it's like, yo, you worked with him and you're the generation after him. Like you have so much more to go for, So that sucks, dude. Man. When I was driving home, so I was at the station last night and my brother calls me and he's like, yo, you hear about Chadwick? And I was like, no, I'm at work. Like I'm leaving. He's like, turn around, go redo your show. And I was like, damn, like fuck, like this sucks. Like another one, I did that for Kobe. I had to go back in. I had to do that for Juice WRLD. Like so many young people. Like even Kobe was 44?
Yeah,
42.
That one still hurts, man. Like and I'm not a very emotional person, but I definitely shed a tear yesterday for Chadwick because, again, like I said, just the inspiration that he left behind. Yeah. I fucking bawled for 3 fucking days straight. Like. No fucking joke, man. When Kobe died, I mean, you guys know how much I love basketball.
Yeah.
And so when Kobe died, I was literally in fucking I didn't do shit. I literally laid on my couch, watched Kobe highlights, and fucking smoked a ton of weed and fucking cried.
Dude, honestly, that's where 2020 that set the fucking tone. It's like whenever Kobe died, I remember because all through growing up, like we all grew up watching Kobe play. I mean, he's been playing in our generation, and it's like I was never a Kobe fan because he was so good. But once like it's not being like I hate Kobe, but I was just like I don't mess with Kobe, you know, like Kobe.
Yeah.
And then like once he died, I was like, fuck, man, like all of the like bullshit and like competitive of like, oh, he's a Laker, like I'm a Thunder fan, or like whatever team I'm rooting for, you know, all that melts away, and you're like, dude, he's like one of the best
to ever do it.
And and even though I wasn't like a Kobe fan growing up, I did grow up watching him play, and it was rough.
I always say, so like growing up, I'm like I said, born and raised here in Portland. My best friend, born and raised here in Portland as well too, but he is the only person that I know that was a Laker friend just from jump, right? It wasn't like jumping ship or anything like that. He was always been a Laker fan, and part of it goes into his family. And so I just remember like always hated the Lakers. I still hate the Lakers to this day.
Yeah.
Through and through. I love LeBron, but since he plays for the Lakers, I don't fuck with him, right?
Yeah.
I have no problem. I keep it a stack. You know, I love basketball, right? So I was always like that when it came to Kobe. You know, I used to fucking hate Kobe. I hated Shaq, you know, when he was there, all of that, just because I hated the Lakers. And once Kobe retired, I admitted my love for him. Like I even have it on one of my old podcasts or whatever. As much as I fuck with Kobe, just because he played the game of basketball right. He loved the game just as much as I do. And so, yeah, when Kobe died, I felt like just, I don't know, a lot just
unraveled
because he did a lot for the game of basketball, but again, he did a lot for women's sports as well too, just having all of his daughters and just the things that he was trying to accomplish with them. Like he did a lot for women's sports, and I don't know, just the loss to Kobe hurt.
And everything,
like, losing a family member, and like being serious.
He won an Oscar too, so it's like,
who the fuck seen Kobe winning an Oscar, yo? Like, think about that.
But like, it's like, it's also like to his credit, like, and I think Clay and I talked about this after Kobe had passed. Is like, it's okay to not be just one thing, right? To have multiple outlets. Like, it's okay to be the best at basketball, but also have aspirations after. Like nothing is monolithic in this world. Like you can be more than one thing. You could be a servant. You could be the most obsessed person at your career, but also have these side projects and build yourself up and build people up around you. And so same with Chadwick, right? Like he had all these movies, but he also donated $4 million to help fund some hospitals with PPE masks in April while going through cancer. So it's like nothing is black and white. It's like, you know, like you couldn't be more than one thing, and credit to those people. And even, you know, Nip, you know,
man.
So it's just like all these great people just going way too young. It just sucks.
And it hurts. It hurts. And I mean, life works in mysterious ways because none of them have gone
how they should have.
How they should have. None of them have gone how they should have. I don't think any of them have gone how they should have, but none of them went the same way either. Because it's just like, again, Nip was done with the streets, right? Yeah. He may have rapped about it, but that's also what he lived. So of course, you know, he's telling his story. Yeah. He was done with the streets, and then he gets killed by gunfire, right? Yeah. Kobe Bryant uses a helicopter all the time to get from point A to point B just because of his lifestyle, his schedule, and whatnot. And he dies on something that he's done hundreds of times, if not thousands of times, right? Yeah. And then you have somebody like Chadwick who, again, I remember seeing a picture. You guys have talked about a picture you've seen on Twitter, but I remember seeing a picture of, I think it was an interview, and he was really skinny. And one of my first thoughts was like, damn, is he sick? But then I remember a picture of 50 Cent when he was like skinny getting for a role or something like that.
Yeah.
And so
I remember that. Yeah.
He's an actor, so he's probably like doing this for a role. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden he dies of fucking colon cancer at 43. Yeah. And so just all these people are gone way too young on, again, to what I think is just a ton of bullshit.
Yeah.
It's literally just a ton of bullshit. I mean, I'm not the maker, creator, or anything like that. You know, I don't write nothing, but
yeah.
Yeah. It definitely puts things in perspective of like, you never know. Like Kobe didn't get on that helicopter thinking I'm going to die today.
No.
I mean, Chadwick Boseman probably saw it come, like he knew he had cancer. But like we were talking about Nipsey, he didn't see that coming. Like you're not guaranteed your next day or your next hour. So it's just like living your life in a way to where, you know, the people that you love know that you love them.
Yeah.
And
like
not regretting anything.
And, you know, you were saying the universe works in mysterious ways. And I just wish the universe would take some other people out and leave these.
Don't we all?
You're taking the wrong people.
Like, what the
You're
fuck?
you're taking the wrong people. There's a dude in charge in this house in our country that could go. Like, we'd be okay with it.
Come on.
This episode's getting flagged now.
Somebody's going to report it.
But it's just like, even talking about like people that aren't supposed to go the way that they're supposed to go, like how you talked about Kobe, right? How he didn't think that he was going to die in a fucking helicopter. That's something he does all the time. But we had talked about it like through text message, and what is the dude's name? Jacob Blake?
Yeah.
And so it's just like, this dude had his kids with him. Did he expect to be getting shot that day? Like he had his fucking kids with him, like trying to be the peacemaker.
Yeah.
Like he was trying to break up a fight, and he's the one that gets shot. And so it's just like you don't expect any of this stuff to
unfold.
Or unfold. And it's just like, again, just even driving down the street, you know, like gosh, I forget the gentleman's name, and I'm so sorry, but the gentleman that was killed in his house by the cop that walked in when she was drunk or whatever a few months ago.
Breonna Taylor?
No, not Breonna Taylor. Those assholes jumped in. I'm talking about it was Hakeem Bowman or something like that. I'll have to look it up. But
Botham Jean?
Yes. That was the gentleman
in Dallas. Like the lady, the drunk cop.
And she went into the wrong house, right?
Yeah.
It's just like it goes into, again, I'm sorry, but one of the things that I don't want to say I've always said to myself, but one of the things that I've looked at was just like, with all the bullshit going on in the world, like over the last few years, I always just figured at least getting home is a safe haven for myself. It's just like, I just need to make it home, man. I don't need to get pulled over by no cops. I don't need none of this bullshit while I'm at work or whatever. I just need to fucking make it home and I'm cool. And that's probably what that gentleman was thinking. Like, I just need to make it home and I'm straight. He's probably fucking at home watching Martin or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And then, you know, like
some drunk cop walked in
and lets off on him in his own house.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, as a black man, I don't really know what to expect anymore as far as to be safe.
It's exhausting. It's exhausting.
I can't even chill here, you know, like with my daughter, like, and I think about that all the time. Because it's just like, what if I'm here with me and my daughter watching fucking Frozen, and then all of a
somebody
sudden
busts in with the wrong apartment,
busts in with the wrong house. Apartment. Fuck me getting shot. I don't want anything to happen to her, because if something happened to her, I'm fucking losing my shit. Like, take me, because there's no point. And so it's just like, again, I can't even chill in my fucking own house. I can't be in my car. I can't be at a fucking family barbecue or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, so it's just
fucked up.
Shit is exhausting, man, because it's just when? Why?
Yeah. Right.
Why? And that's the whole thing with the Black Lives Matter movement is funny to me. And I guess that's a bad word choice, but the funny thing to me is we're not even telling you to do anything besides just acknowledge that we care. Or acknowledge that you care about us, that we matter. That's literally what it is. Black Lives Matter. Just acknowledge that we matter.
Yeah.
The same bullshit that you guys go through, like white people get shot all the time by police. That's cool. And black people fight for that shit too. Like, put that asshole in jail. We don't want that fucker running around the streets. Fuck that.
Yeah.
But, you know, a black person has nothing to do with the events that happened, but he gets shot. And now everybody goes to his past criminal record.
Yeah. Or even like Elijah McClain in Colorado, like just walking home from the grocery store and he got ketamine shots and died right there on the street. It's like Philando Castile just driving home, doing everything right and still shot, you know?
Yep. Like you said, Breonna Taylor earlier, she was an EMT. Like, she's literally out here on the fucking front line fighting for all these fucking people, regardless of, again, because one of the things that's I've been trying to think about and wrap my head around is we're in a fucking pandemic. This disease does not discriminate as far as how much money you have, how fucking what house, what state you live in, or your religion, or what color you are. You know, like COVID is real and serious. It's going to, you know, like if you're not taking care of yourself, it's gonna get you. And so she's out there on the front line fighting for everybody. It's not just black people that she's fighting for. She's fighting for everybody for the sake of humans.
Mm-hmm.
And then you guys go in and do that bullshit to her and her boyfriend, and there's still no justice for it. Like,
Yeah.
Well, and it's not like they were sleeping.
they were fucking asleep. There wasn't a noise complaint. Like you wasn't the TV wasn't too loud watching Def Comedy Jam. None of that shit. Like,
Yeah,
fuck?
it's
like I'm fucking asleep.
And still, no one's been charged. There's nothing. And that's what I don't understand is like, I'm just saying this because like I want to be able to explain what I'm talking about to people that don't know. But like, there's these phone trees that are like set up to where you can make these calls. And I one day at work sit down and like went through the phone tree and called whoever it had set up to, you know, and every single person that I talked to was like, oh, you need to talk to this person. You need to talk to this person. And you finally get to the person that you're supposed to talk to and their phone's disconnected. So it's like, you have all these people that are calling, demanding justice and like sharing things on social media, but it's like, what else can the common person do to I mean, it seems like it's reached such a point to where it's like, why the fuck are they not in jail? Like, it seems like very like everyone knows the story.
Here's one of my things, just because, again, I've had a lot of conversations with a lot of my friends and stuff like that, but it's just like, how much is too much before people just start taking things into their own hands? And trust me, I don't condone, you know, violence or anything like that. But again, like, what if black people just started hunting down and, you know, like doing things to cops? And like I said, I don't want that to happen. I know we're being recorded. Sure. We're on the internet. I'm putting that out there. I do not want this to happen. I am not condoning that. All
but
right?
It has happened, right?
But I'm just saying, like, what if that becomes the normal? That's what I'm saying, you know, because it's just like you can only do so much. Like poverty can only happen to so many people. Let's just say there's 100 people. If you have 75%, so 75 people out of that 100 people that are living way below the means, but you have 25 people that can easily take care of all of those 100 people, but they're choosing not to do anything. If those 25, like, it only takes 25 people to equal their numbers. You have 50 more people that can help them and then overpower those 25 people, right? So it's just like, how much is too much before these people start to realize that they have the numbers, and unfortunately, getting the same kind of ammo, guns, weaponry that the police have is not hard for the normal civilian to do in America.
Yeah, but
it's all, you know, it's just like how much is too much before we start to see a revolution that we don't want to see.
Yeah, and it happened
Civil War
6 years ago in Dallas. Then there was a guy who was supposedly part of the Black Lives Matter movement, but he started firing on cops, and they caught him within like 2 hours and shot him in like some garage parking lot. And it's and everyone's like, stand with it.
And they let loose on his ass.
Yeah, and everyone's like, Blue Lives Matter, and that's all good and well, but when people of color are being killed, and we're asking you stand with us.
How can Blue Lives matter if Black Lives don't matter? And how can Blue Lives matter if Blue Lives aren't a thing?
Blue lives are not a thing. There's no
job that you chose to take. Blue jobs matter is what you're trying to say?
Yeah. There's no such thing as blue people.
Yeah.
No.
Unless you're talking Eiffel 65.
You talking about Smurfs?
Yeah, Smurfs. Yeah. And just the amount of people that don't understand just Black Lives Matter. Because you have all these people that say, oh, well, all lives matter. Are you saying all lives don't matter? And it's like, what are you? It's like it's like the analogy. There's so many analogies out there that I've seen, and it's like someone's house is on fire, and you're like, yo, my house is on fire. Like, I need help.
Yeah.
My house matters right now. And they're like, well, what about my house? It's like, your house isn't on fucking fire. My house is on fire. And it's like, how do you not get it? It's like,
that's so fucking one of the best ones I've seen was a birthday comparison. And it was like somebody's birthday. And I think they did kids too. And it was just like it was a 4-year-old's birthday. And it was just like, oh, happy birthday. They're singing happy birthday. And then there's a fucking 29-year-old. It's just like, well, my birthday is this year too. All birthdays matter. And it's just like,
it's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, what the fuck? Like,
yeah.
Cool.
No. Yeah, it's exhausting. And I was sitting on my couch last night and I was just like, before I even talked to Clay or you, texted you, I was just sitting here. It was like 6 p.m. and I was like going through social media, and it's just exhausting, this 24-hour news cycle. And especially like working, like I'm not a news reporter. I'm not in like the mainstream media, but I'm still in media and I still have to consume to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
Just to like be informed about what I'm going to talk about or what I need to post. And it's just fucking exhausting.
It is.
And it's all these little sound bites, these minute-long clips. And it's like, I understand your point, but I'd love to see the full context. But I got to move on to consume more media, so I'm informed on the other side and this side and this side, and it just gets exhausting. And then nobody really knows the truth, like what's the facts of certain cases. I'm not saying certain people are guilty or not, but I feel nobody's getting the real truth because it's all sound bites and clickbait headlines, and it's fucking exhausting.
That's how it is, man. And like they always say, the lie is more entertaining than the truth.
Exactly.
And so, if you have these sound bites and that's what's being put out to the masses pretty much, because let's be honest, a lot of people aren't doing their research, especially with the internet day and age. Now you have things like clickbait. People will take a thumbnail and not even see the full sentence of the thumbnail. Or they'll be like, Howard Clan Miho said ... Now all of a sudden we could have said this, that, and the other, but we could have just said happy birthday to Jennifer Aniston or some shit like that.
The heheadline for this episode would be Clay, Howard, and Miho say, suck my dick.
Exactly. Because I said that somewhere in this episode.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And honestly, and it's sad. And I've even been guilty of it before as well. Like, just
Absolutely.
like, oh, I've seen this little bit on the internet and somebody call you out on it. Just like, well, did you click it? Or have you done your research on it? It's just like, we have all this information. Like, we literally have the world at our fingertips.
Yeah.
Phone, computer, wherever you're at. You have the information at your fingertips. Time costs nothing. Time costs nothing. Like, you can literally go do your research, whether it's 5-minute research or 5 hours of research. You can do your research and get the information that's needed. But, with this day and age, the clickbait, that's where it's at, man.
Yeah.
Again,
or someone shares something on Facebook.
Oh my God.
I hate Facebook.
I hate Facebook so much. I can't speak for everybody's, but mine is very diverse from just with the people that I grew up with are just, it's all black people and niggas, right? I love it. But I also have a ton of people from when I went to college and just my professional setting as far as like a ton of white people, Indian, Asian as well too, right? So I feel like I have a pretty diverse mix. But with that being said, I come across so much fucking ignorance as far as people that will smile in my face and be cool with some shit, and then they go say some racist shit. Don't get shit twisted. I have no problem with you supporting Trump and your politics as being like a Republican and all of that stuff. That's fine. Like, we are who we are. It is what it is. I just don't need you bashing other people for their beliefs, and I don't need you trying to put your beliefs down my throat and make it seem like your way the way or the highway. And I have a lot of that now from a lot of professionals that I've worked with at different companies, whether it be Microsoft, here at Nike, even in radio as well too. Mm-hmm. And then I've deleted a lot of people that I went to college with as well too, because I'm be real. These white people crazy, yo.
Straight up. It's like a lot of the Facebook friends that I have, like growing up in Oklahoma. I don't think either one of you have ever been to Oklahoma, but we'll say it's a red state. And so a lot of people that I have on my, like, that's why I don't open up the only time I open up Facebook is to see if any of my friends have birthdays today that I forgot about. because if I start scrolling, I see so much stupid shit from like people that I'm like close to, like, you know, like to where if I like unfriended them, it would cause like a thing. And I'm just like, wow, like I can't be on here. I cannot be on here.
You went to Eastern Washington, right? Or something like that, Howard?
Fuck no, hell nah, man.
Where did you go?
U of O and Western Oregon University.
Western Oregon.
Yeah, Western Oregon. Hell no, I ain't going out. See, Western was what? About an hour and a half away from Portland, and that was white as fuck out there, man. So I can go into like the east. Nah, dog. Nah, man. I remember when I first moved up to Washington, right after I graduated from college. I moved up to Washington with Britt, because you know that's where my ex is from, and we were living with her sister who lived in a small town called Ording. Golf course, really, it's very country, but very wealthy out there as well too. With that being said, I shit you not, I stayed out there for probably a year. I think I've seen maybe 2 other black people besides myself, maybe 3 other people of color. So there were 6 of us total from what I knew. That was out there, and I would go running, you know, just like down the street and stuff like that, because I would exercise. And I would have, I shit you not, I've had eggs thrown at me. I've had bottles thrown at me, like bottles of water, or I'm hoping it's water anyway. But I've had like shit thrown at me, man. Like, these small towns ain't no joke, man. So that's me being older. Me being a little dickhead, like teenager, early 20s, I wouldn't survive in a fucking anywhere in Northern America that's considered east, as far as like East Oregon, Eastern Washington.
Oh yeah.
And that's still on the West Coast.
Yeah. So I can only imagine going down to like an Oklahoma
or Georgia, like Ahmaud Arbery.
No, I'm good.
That South.
I'm good. I'm good, man. I was supposed to go to Alabama in September because my boy he does a podcast, Hip Hop Social Worker, and he actually does speaking engagements at different colleges for social work. And so I do like his filming for him and whatnot. And so I was going to be doing that, but I was very weary of going there as well too, because I mean, shit, the South, even though I feel like there's a lot of black people in Alabama, it's still the fucking South.
Yeah.
I ain't from there, so I don't need to be, you know, trying to find some weed one day and then all of a sudden.
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta plug my computer and it's about to die.
Oh shit!
Wait. I thought he was on the desktop. What an idiot.
Yo, people still got desktops?
I got a desktop. Well, I got a Mac desktop. And then my work, since I work from home, they gave me like a PC desktop so I could work from home.
How often do you go into the station?
Huh?
How often do you go into the station?
Just once a week to record my weekend shows.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, I usually go in either like late Friday night when no one's there. So, like, I don't see anybody, I don't get sick. Or I go like early Saturday morning, again, when no one's there.
What time is your show?
It's on at 6 to 10 on Saturday nights, and then Sunday from 3 to 7.
Okay.
So just weekends.
Talking that shit on the weekends.
Yeah. So I was recording, and it's one of those things where, like, so I went in, and it's different with the Kobe situation, because when Kobe passed away, it was all like updates where like, is Kobe dead? Like, what's going on? It was a Sunday morning. It was the day of the Grammys. But with this one, it was like, all right, like Chadwick Boseman has passed away. So I only changed one of my breaks because I didn't want to make my whole show about, like, it's sad that he passed, but I still have to do a 4-hour show. So I changed one of my breaks for Chadwick Boseman. My first break tonight at 6:00. But on Sunday, like, talking about the news cycle, like, things are going to change today and tomorrow. Like, I was like, I don't need to change my Sunday show.
Oh yeah. So Clay, tell me, man, I know we talked briefly earlier, man, but how is Saginaw, man? How's the show going? Like, what's the biggest differences out there compared to like Portland?
Well, tell them about your ratings first.
Oh shit.
Okay. Oh yeah. So obviously I took the job because the station was failing. After being here for a year, the last ratings that we got out have been the highest ratings that this station has ever had. So we're a hot AC station going up against a top 40 station. So basically our playlist is like 6 months behind theirs. But I got here, cleaned up the music, got new imaging on and everything like that, and just doing things that are supposed to be done. And we beat out that top 40 station. It's like Heritage Station, got a bigger signal, all that. In like all of like the main demographics, we were either number 1 or number 2. So yeah, and that's all in the middle of a pandemic too.
Making it happen, Kevin.
Yeah. So I was really happy about that. But yeah, the biggest difference between Portland and Saginaw, one is a major city, and this one is I went from market 22 or 23 to
I think it's 23.
Yeah. So, and for those of you that aren't radio people, what the market size is just about it goes off of population. So New York would be 1, LA would be 2. I think
Chicago's number 3, right?
Or Houston. But yeah, it goes off of
New York, LA.
Is it Chicago or Houston?
Yeah.
New York, LA, Chicago, San Francisco, Houston.
Yeah. So it goes up. So Portland was 22 or 23, and so Saginaw is 150. So to give you like a size comparison, it's much smaller. Like I'm living in it's like small town or small city vibes. So that is the main difference. The second biggest difference is people here literally do, at least in the part where I'm at, do not give a fuck about the environment. Like there's so much litter and so much trash just like everywhere. It's everywhere. And it's just like I've seen people just throw out like full McDonald's bags, or not full, but like just like the whole thing, like all. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, you're just trashing up your own community. It's pretty bizarre. Third biggest difference is there's
no Wingstop.
There's no Wingstop, which
they don't have a Wingstop?
Dude, the closest Wingstop is like an hour. It's like basically in Detroit. So if I want Wingstop, I got to go like an hour and a half. I was pissed about that.
Y'all got like a Buffalo Wild Wings or some shit like that?
Oh, they got Buffalo Wild Wings, but I know it's not Wingstop.
They just don't want that Rick Ross greatness,
dude. I might open a franchise out here. Get Rose on the phone.
You see?
Yeah. And then the third thing is I'm sure there are homeless people, but not like it is in Portland, to where they're just everywhere, just like out on the street. I'm sure that there's like a part that I haven't been to or haven't seen where there is a homeless community, but not anything like Portland. So very, very different. Very different.
But it's also like the pay, like since it's a small town, it's not like a big metro area where there's just a lot of traffic. Like we got Seattle, Portland, we got Ashland, there's U of O. Like the pay disparities, like I'm assuming small town America doesn't have those issues. Like pay disparities, like there's still jobs there.
Sure. I mean,
like there's no tech industry in Saginaw.
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah. So like, with big metro areas, there's this pay disparity with like tech and like blue collar jobs. And that doesn't happen in Saginaw or Oklahoma. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oklahoma, it's all oil and gas.
Yeah.
Are there way more black people there compared to Portland?
100%. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't looked at the, what are you, like a census or anything like that, but 100% more black people here than oftentimes, like, especially where I live, which is like the downtown area. Like often, if not most times, I'm like, whenever I'm out walking, I'm the minority of like Yeah, so there are a lot of black people here.
Oh man.
He's about to move to Saginaw.
yeah, fuck it, I'm out. I'm just saying, look, I pay what $1,400 right now for a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, man. So
I don't want to tell you what I'm paying to make you sick.
oh shit. Hold on,
you got a tiny place, right?
Am I what, Howard?
You in the triple digits with your rent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I need to know. I don't need to know the exact amount. That's it.
But wait, how big is your apartment though? It's like 700 square feet, if that.
It's like, I mean, I got big ceiling.
Yeah, I don't care about the ceiling. What's the square footage?
I don't know. I'm not gonna get a tape measure out. I don't know what the square footage is, but it's twice. Howard, you were at our the other apartment that Miho and I lived in. It's twice the size of that.
Oh, okay. That's not bad at all.
Really?
Man.
Yeah, 100%.
There's no fucking way that your place is 1,600 square feet.
Oh
Bro.
shit, Miho mad now.
Bro, look,
There's no fucking way.
dude.
Yeah,
And then
there's
it
no,
wraps-
I'll bet you it's about 900 square feet. And what, you're paying like $600?
Not even. I'll get out my Bob the Builder tape measure later and tell you the exact square footage.
Yeah,
But either way, it's cheap.
I have 800 square feet, and I'm paying like after utilities and everything, like close to $1,000 for a 1-bedroom. So like the fact that you have a 2-bedroom for 1,400, but you're not in Portland, you're in Beaverton, right?
Yeah. I'm in Beaverton, so it works out for me because I'm like 10 minutes away from campus. Even though we're not working on campus, but I'm 10 minutes away from work, so it works out. I can walk if I want to.
But Portland's expensive. Like
because I was paying for a 648 square foot apartment before we had our daughter. We were paying $1,150 before utilities. Yeah. And this place that I have now, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 2 bedroom. I want to say it's a little over 1,000 square feet, and I'm paying 15, maybe 15. Even with utilities, so
that's not too bad for like that area. But
no, not at all, man.
Yeah, because we were paying what for our 2-bedroom. It was 800 square feet, so about the size of this apartment, just different layout. We were paying $1,350.
It was we were.
But
both
it was a
paying,
shithole. Like it was one of the cheaper places in Portland.
Yeah, but the area, dude, the area was like we were so.
That's
that was
what we
like
were paying
perfect.
for.
That we were perfect.
That's
we weren't paying for the place. We were paying for the location.
That's what you do in Portland, man. You pay for location. You don't actually pay for the place because all those places that they
you
have.
Don't care what the place looks like.
That's all you got to be. Like prime example, going back to my first apartment I was telling you guys about, the 648 square foot. Like I said, we were paying that amount of money. Our tenant, or not tenants, but our neighbors who were there about 5 years before us, they were still in that apartment complex. They said that same unit that we had was going for $500 a month. Before we moved there, like 5 years before we moved there, it was going for $500 a month.
Fuck.
But again, you guys seen how Portland has gotten so popular and continues to still blow up.
And gentrified and all that. Yeah.
You're paying for location. That's literally what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Portland, it's like, am I within walking distance of a dispensary, a brewery, and somewhere to get food? If yes, then I'll pay for it.
That's what it's what is it? Dispensary, brewery, food, and transportation, public transportation.
Yeah.
Yep.
There are Max or a bus line next to me.
Yeah, we had it all in that spot.
Yeah,
that was a primo spot.
You guys had liquor not too far away. You guys had like Jack in the Box, the Pancake House over there. You guys had some shit over there.
We had the strip club. We had the strip club right there, man.
The Lucky Devil, right?
Lucky Devil, yeah.
Oh.
Dude, we could have experienced all of Portland in like a 1 mile radius of where we lived.
all in one night. All in one night, yo. Oh man, y'all had it good over there, man.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a moldy apartment. It was.
It came with its. Yeah.
I feel like they all do. Like, I mean, the thing is, the last apartment I had was $1,800 when I include my utilities and all. It was a little bit fancier than this, but the floors are all warped. Like, this is all hardwood floors, but it's just like the floors are all warped and shit like that, man.
Mm-hmm.
Mad spiders, and y'all know how I do with spiders, man. I don't
Yeah.
play that shit, yo. So
I don't either.
mad spiders out over here, man. So I mean,
Yeah.
you take what you got to do, man.
Yeah, for sure.
And the fact that I ain't got to pay fucking $800 a month for daycare right now, bruh.
Hell
Saving your life. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's a lot for daycare.
I'm saving $400 on rent a month, and then on top of that, like, we split daycare, so that's another $400. So that's $800 right there alone that I'm, like, saving when it comes to my rent and daycare, yo.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. That's a game changer.
Can't even think about that.
Oh, bro, it's ridiculous, man. That's why if you ain't worried about birth control, just go look at the cost of daycare, man. That's the best birth control that you can have, yo.
It's like Anthony A. He's always like, condoms are cheaper than diapers.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, time, man. Yeah,
His eyes got way big.
yeah. I'm saying.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of birth control.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Don't go raw. Don't go raw.
Yeah. I'm
So-
guilty.
you don't need to go there.
So I gotta ask, and I'm sorry, y'all tell me if I'm getting totally off topic and all of that, but mijo, you in Texas, man, and I'm gonna say that's capital of the ass cheeks, fam. I'm an ass man, yo. Y'all know.
Yeah. There's
I
some
got a nice set of cheeks, bro. Like,
there's some pretty girls out here.
got all my favorite flavors, man. You got the black women, you got the white women, you got the Mexican women out there, man. Like, bro,
I did send you a picture of that one girl, and you were like, "Hey."
I need to come visit.
Yeah, I mean, things have been okay over here, but with the whole COVID thing, like I said, things are starting to open up, and I still need to get back into shape. I did let myself go a little bit, but even the gym's like I'm worried about going to the gym.
Yeah, I haven't gone to the gym either.
But
shit has been rough.
I know I could work out at home, but there's something about going to a gym and like I feel better in a gym than like working on my bedroom.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the girls are great here.
I told Mijo he would clean house in Texas. All he's got to do is get a pair of Wranglers, pair of square-toed boots, get you a cowboy hat and one pearl snap button up. Dude, you'll clean house.
Yo, when we planning this trip, Clay? We got to plan a trip to go see Mijo.
Texas?
Start to open back up. I'm down, man. We can go November, December sometime.
Well, we gotta wait.
Serious.
We gotta wait for COVID because you gotta remember Mijo's only got one lung,
Oh,
so we gotta be careful.
Yeah.
I know.
God, he's a fucking X-Men. Shit.
Well, I'm not in December because I'm going to Idaho in December.
You really only leave Texas to go to Idaho?
Well, my mom's living currently in Idaho right now, so we're spending Christmas in Idaho.
She moved back from Guantanamo? Not Guantanamo.
Guatemala.
Guantanamo Bay.
What she do?
Yeah.
I'm out here
No,
wilding out.
She came back to the States in like June or July to like renew her passport and like get her taxes in order. And then a situation arose, and so she is living in Idaho for the next couple months. I'm helping out a family.
Okay.
So we're spending Christmas in Idaho.
Mama, I mean, kind of off of what you were just talking about, but mom and dad both still good though right now?
Oh yeah, they're good. Yeah.
Okay, man.
Other than some of their beliefs, they're good.
Health wise, all of that stuff, man.
They're healthy. Yeah,
All right,
my dad.
perfect, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about your peoples, Clay?
Yeah, everybody's good. Both my parents are healthy. Nobody's gotten sick, so I mean, we're doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know some people like personally that got sick, and it was just like, y'all were calling it a hoax, and now you guys got sick. Like, what? It ain't a hoax if you got sick, guys.
Yeah, someone I'm really close. I mean, family really. They actually did get COVID, and bounced back. Like it wasn't like a serious case or anything like that. They had trouble breathing and things like that. But yeah, it was scary. Like whenever I got that call, and I was like, because then once you like, because unless you like know someone personally that got it, you're like, okay, this thing's out there. We know it's real. But like once it like hits like close, then you're like, oh fuck. Then it gets like real.
Well, my neighbors across from me got it. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, yeah. And I didn't see, so I keep seeing the boyfriend, and I finally saw the girlfriend, and she's like, yeah, I have asthma issues. So like I couldn't leave the house like at all. And she's like, I have trouble walking upstairs still because it wrecked my lungs. And I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, some of that lasts for a while. Have either one of you, I know you have, Miho. Have you got tested, Howard?
No, I haven't got tested. I need to go get tested. I'm going to say that I ain't got the shit because I've been good, but
yeah,
I do need to go get tested. Part of me is worried, not necessarily getting tested, but I just ain't had him trying to fucking stick that Q-tip on my fucking nose.
Dude, it's not even a Q-tip. So
come on, y'all.
Dude, it's like a little. It feels like a wire almost because I had to get tested. Q-tip. Yours was a Q-tip?
Yeah, it was like a long Q-tip. It was like that long.
Mine felt like, you know, those like flossers that you can get, and like you like stick them like, and they have like little bristles and stuff. That's what mine looked like. But I had to get tested on Monday because someone contacted me saying that they were in contact with someone, and I was like just in contact with them. So I was like, shit, it was like a person of a person. And I was like, man, I'm not taking any chances. So like the next day I went and got tested, dude, and they stick that thing like it feels like it like goes like to your eye. And I'm sitting there like making noises. I'm like, dude, my eyes are watering.
Doctor ain't giving a shit. Keep on going.
Yeah, and it's weird, man.
Yeah,
it's very weird.
I just saw that. I think it was Colorado that they got the first reinfection. So somebody who had COVID got COVID again, and they're going through it again. And I'm like, gee, what?
Shit.
You can get this shit twice? I mean, I guess you can get the flu twice, but damn.
Yeah. My sister, because my sister actually lives in Denver as well, and she just graduated. Right. She just graduated from nursing school probably like 3 months ago. And with everything going on, that's been the good thing about it is she was able to get a job just like that because they need people. But yeah, I talk to her probably like once a week, and she tells me just the cases there don't seem to be slowing down because people aren't really taking it serious. They still think it's a hoax and all of that. And she's had like 2 or 3 people that have been readmitted because this is their second time getting COVID. It's just,
God damn it! It's like you're stupid. Stop.
Come on, Jimmy.
Yeah.
You were literally like, it's one thing to be like bedridden, like in your home or something like that, because you think you have like a small cold or whatever. But it's just like if you're going to the doctor and they're telling you have COVID and you still don't follow the procedures to like not get it again.
Yeah, it's called an asshole.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God. But yeah, I am ready for this thing to be over. Like whether that's whatever that looks like, whether it's herd immunity or a vaccine, I'm just like everybody else.
Are you gonna like be? Do you want to get the vaccine like immediately?
I'll let a couple other people get it before I get it.
I'm saying, wait, man, fuck that.
Yeah, I'll wait and see.
You got to treat those vaccines like an iPhone, man. You never get the first iPhone when that shit first comes out.
Yeah, you wait.
Get worked out, man.
Get those software updates. Yeah.
Oh, they on iOS 13.6? Cool.
Exactly. I love that analogy. Treat it like an iPhone.
That's how you got it, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, thanks, dog, for coming through. I think an hour and a half.
Damn, we are at an hour and a half, aren't we?
Yeah, we lit. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on, because we started with this, and I was gonna ask, but we took it a different level. You right whenever we started, you said that like you're like doing this gaming thing, like on Twitch and split gaming and all that. So like, what games are you playing? Do you have like one?
Well, I got a few games because I just like playing video games in general. My main games that I've been playing is NBA 2K. I already did the pre-order for NBA 2K21. I haven't started playing the demo because what I want to do is take everybody on my journey from when I first started to trying to reach the highest level of 2K.
I like that.
going to be doing that starting on the 4th because that's when that game comes out. I play a lot of Fortnite as well too. My thing with Fortnite is I'm not good at it, and I understand that I'm not good at it, which is fine. So my whole thing with Fortnite is, hey, I'm trash, but I still get dubbed sometimes because I fucking do. So, you know what I mean? I'm playing that as well, too. And then anybody that knows me, man, any kind of fighting game. So Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom, Tekken, Mortal Kombat. I'm all about those type of games as well, too. Honestly, I just want to play video games, try to make some money off of it. If I can at least pay my internet bill off of playing video games, I'm satisfied, man. That's literally all this is. So, hey, y'all listening? It's all one word. It's the Hamptons. That's what it's gonna be. On
Put it up there, Clay.
Hold on, I'm gonna make one for you.
Yo, and speaking about video games, Tony Hawk comes out this Friday.
Yo, classic. That's a classic game. I remember having both 1 and 2 on the first PlayStation. Yeah. And people that don't know, Hamptons, man, you got HAMPTON.
Oh.
Hey, he's from Oklahoma. He's from Oklahoma, man.
No, Miho will tell you, man. I've misspelled so many of these things.
Yo, he's from Oklahoma. He's got 6th grade typing.
It's the Hamptons.
There we go.
All one word, all platforms, man. Y'all make sure to check me out because even if you don't like video games, just come and kick it. That's literally what this is about. You had a tough day at work, working from home, your kids getting on your fucking nerves like mine do. It's all good. Just come kick it. We talking shit. We chilling. That's all it is.
I love it. And we got someone watching on Twitch right now. I don't know who they are, but might have got another Twitch follower just in.
Were there any comments? Were there any?
Yeah, we had some comments, but they weren't related to what we were talking about. So I didn't want to derail the conversation. So first one we got is my mom checked in. She said hi.
Karen.
That's a nice Karen. Bobby checked in, said Paxton is yelling at the TV saying I'm not sick. Tell him, because he's Paxton just had to get COVID tests, strep tests, all kinds of tests. So he's not sick, so that's good. Pat.
Flex on him.
Yep. Mom's proud of me. That's when we were talking about the ratings, and then this is whenever we were talking about the spiders. So for a while, my mom and I lived in this this yellow trailer house, and we called it the Yellow Submarine because it looked like a submarine. And we had some spiders in that situation. And keep in mind, this is how much I don't like spiders. This is whenever I was like, 15, 16 years old. Like I would see a spider and dead ass yell for my mom to come kill it at 16. Like that's how much I don't like spiders.
I got one for you, Clay. I got one for you. When me and Britt, I want to say we were probably like 3 years into our relationship, still in college. So I'm easily 21, 22 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there were spiders in. I would make her come kill them. I would yell for her and make her come kill them. I don't play that shit, man.
I don't either.
I only play tough now just because my daughter's 2 and I know she ain't gonna do it. So. That's the only reason, man.
Yeah.
That's the only reason, yo.
Yeah, I don't do spiders. They're straight from hell.
So all I gotta do is log on to Twitch and search "It's the Hamptons" and I'll find you.
Yep, you'll find me.
I guess I need to make a Twitch account. I always liked the idea of online gaming. I don't know if I got the setup for it, but
yeah, I'll get on there and play some Super Mario 3.
Hey, that's what.
Do you have Xbox or PlayStation?
I got both. You know, like I said, I'm a gamer, man. I got
How much is it for? How much is it yearly for the online gaming? Like for Xbox Gold or whatever.
$40 for PlayStation and $60 for Xbox Gold, which isn't bad at all, man. So
it's like $100 a month total.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've thought about
that's for the year. That's for the year. So it's $40 for the year for.
Oh, for the year? No, that's not bad at all.
$40 for the year for PlayStation, and then it's $60 for Xbox. So $100 good.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, like since I've been with them, gosh, I just actually got my anniversary thing from Xbox, but I've been an Xbox Live member for 14 years now.
Damn.
Yeah, you actually get discounts, and so like for my year, I think I paid $42 or something like that.
So like $80.
Yeah.
Total.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not bad at all. And again, going into if gaming can at least pay what
That-
40, I can get $40 a month. That literally covers, my gaming right there. So
yeah.
my whole thing is I'm not trying to get rich. I'm not gonna knock it if I do, but I just want to have some fun and get paid off it. That's literally all it is.
That's
Yeah,
all we're
that's like
trying to
the-
do, man.
That's like the ultimate goal is like doing something that you love, and even if you're making change, like you're getting paid to do something you love. So
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what it is. One thing, I'm sorry, I know I keep dragging this. I'm gonna let y'all go though, but I wanted to ask, what are some of your favorite food spots that you guys have found now, as far as like in Michigan and then also over in Texas?
I'll let you go first, dude.
Yeah, again, I haven't been that good. I haven't really explored, but there's this wing joint. Apparently, it's like better than Wingstop that I've yet to try. I might try it tomorrow. It's called Wayne's Wings, and they got like 20 sauces and flavors and things like that. So I'll report tomorrow. I'm definitely going to get wings tomorrow. So
Nice. I'm jealous, dude. As far as food here, it's a lot of just like fast food chains. There are like we have the Buffalo Wild Wings,
Chili's.
dude. It's like like Applebee's, Chili's, things like that. So it's not a lot of like it is in Portland where there's like all these like hole in the walls and like food trucks and stuff like that. So definitely have been doing a lot of cooking. I found this pizza spot that I like. It is like a franchise, a chain. It's called Jets, but it's pretty good. I had that last night, but outside of that, I haven't found anything.
Clay's found his Chinese food joint, and I found my Chinese food joint. That's one thing. There's a place right down the street, and it's like some of the best Chinese food I've had in a long time.
I'm glad that you said that because I forgot about it. There's this place called Pasong's, and dude, it's literally like I've had Chinese food everywhere, Portland, Oklahoma, wherever I'm at. I get Chinese food, and this spot in Saginaw, Michigan, is the best Chinese food that I've ever had. 100%. I can't believe that I didn't remember that.
Yeah, I got to do a world tour. Come see y'all. I told you my boy is from Saginaw, and he said I got to text him, but he said there's a Philly cheesesteak spot that's in Saginaw that's very popular. Like it was so popular that his mom went to go visit, and like she brought him back containers of it. Like
oh shit. Okay.
So, yeah, I'm gonna have to ask him what spot it's called so I can text that over to you, man.
Yeah, text it to me.
Mijo, have you had 0 degrees?
Mm-mm.
There's a spot they're like 3 or 4 blocks away from my new place now. But they're originally from Texas actually. And so they do like a lot of fried chicken wings and whatnot, and is it elotes or something like that? Yeah. Like they do food and stuff like that as well too, and then like a bunch of like smoothies or whatever. But they got some pretty dope chicken wings, man.
I'm gonna check it out. It's 2 miles from my house.
0 degrees, right?
Yeah.
Their lemon pepper are fire, man.
All right.
Oh, y'all are making me.
No, check out these fries. They got queso and like.
Oh yeah, no, their fries are my shit. So I get their they got regular fries with nacho cheese, and they have crunched up
like hot Cheetos.
Hot Cheetos on top of them motherfuckers. Oh, yeah, I'm about to go over there as soon as we get up this call.
Yeah, I'll check it out. Maybe I'll go there tomorrow because it's closer.
Damn, now I'm just craving wings. We've just been talking about wings, and now I'm craving wings. There is this new wing spot opening I saw in downtown Saginaw. I forget what it's called to give them a proper shout out, but once that gets opened and launched, I'm looking forward to that. So
yeah,
keep you guys updated.
Like, there's Mexican food everywhere, and everyone's like, go here, go there. It's like Mexican food is like universally always good. Like there's no point in like picking a place. So like you really can't. I mean, you really can't fuck up a corn tortilla taco with carnitas on it, can you?
Hold on, I feel
if
like
you fuck up the carnitas.
Yeah, in Texas you probably can't because there's so many of y'all.
Yeah,
bring that shit here to Portland.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, so, they better not mess up Mexican food in Texas. Shit.
Yeah.
Or barbecue.
Exactly.
Or barbecue, yeah. I'm not a big fan. We were talking about this. I'm not a big fan of barbecue in general.
Really?
I rarely eat barbecue.
Man, give me some good ribs, man. Some hot wings, boy. Ooh, barbecue chicken wings. Oh.
Yeah, I told Clay I'm not a big fan of mac and cheese, and he was like, "What?" And I was like, "I don't like mac and cheese."
Oh, mijo, I'm gonna fight you, bro.
Right? It's how do you not like mac and cheese? I said,
no.
what did you eat growing up?
When you guys stayed here, was there a food cart or a food establishment called Macked, and they actually specialize in mac and cheese? I know they have it now, but they're too far out of my distance, so I can't order them like Grubhub or anything.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Their location is actually they're right across the Ross Island. They're right over on the Ross Island Bridge, by the Ross Island Bridge. So I know they were by your guys' little place.
Oh, I would have remembered if it was over by there.
I think it might be newer, but no, their mac and cheese is fucking fire.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gone. So,
Fair enough.
But yeah, no, you're more than welcome to come here anytime, Howard. I love you, your family, and again, happy birthday to your daughter.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
2 years old.
Two. If her ass wasn't sleeping, man, I'd have her come down, but I got to cherish these nap times.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been napping this whole time. That's amazing.
She'll nap for like 2 or 3 hours, man. So that's a good thing. Her mom likes to sleep, and so I think she got that from her, which is cool. Let me handle some business.
That's awesome, dude. Well, yeah, thank you for taking that precious nap time and spending it with us. I mean, it's nice to catch up.
Of course, always. We should on a random, since we've been talking about wings, but maybe in a month or so, let's get a side episode where we all just have some fucking wings and get like some fire ass hot sauce, so that way we can make it.
I did send Clay some hot sauce. I did some of the hot ones.
He sent me some off of hot ones.
Which ones?
I'll show you.
Ooh.
Yeah, for his birthday, because his birthday's coming up, so it was an early birthday present.
So you got him some?
I got him some. Yeah, I got him just their brand, like the Hot Ones brands. Okay.
I'm gonna have to sit because I have the bomb over here.
Yeah,
it is hot,
dude. Yeah, right off the rip, I almost drank this whole thing.
The classic,
the one they start out with. Like, look, I've been trying to savor it. Like it's almost gone. This is so good. It's almost like an A1. It's like not hot at all, but the flavor is beautiful. Then you got the Los Calientes. It's also on its way out. Very good. Man. I put that on a quiche this morning.
Quiche. It's a white people thing.
Very. And then the last dab. As you can notice, this one is still very full.
Is it that hot, yo? Because I mean, I was just telling me, I have the bomb. Like, I've had the bomb actually. It's still in my fridge, but like me and my boys just pulled it out probably like a week or two ago because we had some wings at his place. It's still as hot as I fucking remember. So
is the flavor good on it?
Fuck no, that's the thing. I feel like the wild sauce from Buffalo Wild Wings is fucking up there when it comes to heat. But that flavor just brings me back.
I remember you doing that at Buffalo Wild Wings.
The bomb tastes like shit, and it makes you feel like shit. So it's like a double why.
Yeah.
Ooh, you about to dab it out?
Dude, where did you get the bomb? Because they don't have it on their website, and I feel like it's.
I found it off of Amazon. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Yeah.
About to do a finger dab.
Oh. Hold on. Let me pull this over to the side because I want to make sure I'm on screen for this.
All right, episode's over. He ain't talking no more.
No, see, dude, the thing with this one is like right off the rip. No, right off the rip, you get that heat, but there is like buried deep down in there is like a good flavor. Like if this was just like 30% less hot, it would be usable. But dude, listen to what is in here. I didn't even know that it's pepper X, chocolate pepper X, peach pepper X. That's the flavors, the peach. Distilled vinegar, ginger, root, turmeric, coriander, cumin, dry mustard. So there's pepper X. I don't know what pepper X is, but my mouth is numb.
Yeah,
it's hot.
Or the private chat.
Once
we get the website.
Yeah. Yeah,
okay.
like I said, I get mine off of Amazon. So what I'm gonna do is once we get off of here, Miho, y'all text me your guys' address. Because I'm about to order 3 of these motherfuckers.
I don't want it. Don't fucking send it to me.
Hey, you getting one. So I'm gonna need all the addresses.
Yeah. And then the next time you're on, we all do the bomb on chicken wings.
Just one wing. Actually, look, we'll give Miho a piece of celery because he's in the kitchen right now.
Yeah,
Ooh, yeah, that's
Clay's hurting right now.
Yeah, that last dab's no joke. There's a reason that you only do a dab.
Yeah,
oh,
but they coat the wing with that, and then they put a little extra.
That's what they do. They coat all the wings with the sauce, and then the last dab they put that extra on there.
That's why it's called the last.
I
don't know if I could clean a wing with that.
They only $9.33 on Amazon.
What, the bomb?
Yeah, compared to $14
on their web.
Miho, see what happens when you move to Texas? Motherfuckers get some money, and now they think everybody balling.
Dude, I'm just trying to get it straight from the source, man. That's the hotsauce.com. I feel like that's a reputable place. But Amazon, do your thing.
I'm sorry, that little $4 or $5 right there, man.
Yeah. If there's a bomb, you know how like Tabasco makes those little shooters, like those little purse shooters?
Yeah, yo.
Like if the bomb made some of those like little shooters, like I don't need a full fucking bottle of the bomb.
Dude, they have the little shooters of the last dab in the game. Did you see they released the game?
No.
It's called Truth or Dab.
What?
And it's called Truth or Dab. It's like it's on their website, and it's basically like a card deck, and it comes with a bunch of little spoons and a little bottle of the last dab. And it's like you either tell the truth on the card that you draw or you take a dab.
Yo, Sean Evans is raking in that money, dude.
Dude, that game would be gold for a podcast.
Yeah.
Woo. It's hot.
Net worth.
All right, I'll send you my address. I'll send you when I get off here. I'll text it to you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm moving soon, so.
I'm sorry. We can go, but Sean Evans is worth $40 million.
No, he's not. There's no fucking way.
The untold truth about Sean Evans from Hot Ones, yo.
No, he's not worth $40 million.
See what it says on Wikipedia.
They're not going to show his net worth.
What does Wiki say?
He's probably worth.
There's another one that says $8 million, which sounds more believable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he has licensing deals with Complex at this point. Like he renegotiated, he said. So he's probably making like
a couple mil.
I'll bet you makes close to $1 million a year on Complex.
They said he makes more money off of that, and I guess he owns Hot One, so like that's his shit.
He owns the IP and he licensed it to Complex.
So
and then he has the game show, which he owns the IP, and Complex gets a piece of that. And now he has the card game, and he probably has sponsorships with all those fucking hot sauce brands.
Oh, I'm sure of it. So yeah,
I'd say $8 million. Like,
God, talk about a dream job, getting paid to eat hot wings.
We were just talking about dream jobs earlier, man. There's this guy traveling the country just drinking whiskey and with his dog. I'm like, what the I didn't know that was a job. Growing up, they're like, what do you want to be? It's like, well, an alcoholic in the car? Yeah.
Let's keep it simple.
Yeah. But cool. I'll send you my address.
Yeah, send that shit. No, his net worth is $40 million. I'll send you the link. I'm mad.
Yo, and his girlfriend is hot as shit too, so he's definitely living the dream.
And he's a year younger than me. What the fuck?
God, that's the worst.
God.
My birthday is March 21st, 1986. His birthday is April 26, 1986. And he's worth $40 million off of eating fucking hot wings. The same thing that I fucking love.
I don't know if he's worth that much. I don't think so.
Miho, he can be worth $40. I don't give a shit. He's doing that eating hot wings, damn it.
Yeah. I would be happy even if I just had like a hot wing sponsorship to where I just got them for free. I don't have to make any money.
Like every Wednesday you get free wings, Howard. I'd be fucking ecstatic.
Yeah.
Make sure they're boneless.
I do whatever ones they get. I'm a fucking fight. They can get all drums and be like, you only get drums. Like, oh well.
Yo, I'll be down with the chicken nugget sponsorship.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of chicken nuggets, you see McDonald's is bringing in a spicy nugget.
Yeah, I did see that. I don't know if I trust them though.
I don't know. 'Cause, I mean, are they going to be able to compete with them spicy nuggets from Wendy's? Because those spicy nuggets are fucking
Fire.
those are.
I don't do Wendy's.
Clay doesn't fuck with Wendy's.
I don't.
What?
Mm-mm.
No.
I'm learning so much about y'all today.
I don't do Wendy's.
Wendy's is top tier for sure.
Mm.
Not a chance.
What's top tier to you then, Clay?
Fast food?
Yeah.
I'm going McDonald's over Wendy's every day.
Well, yeah, that's a given. But Wendy's is up there. Wendy's is top 3.
Wendy's isn't in my top 20, and I don't even know if I could name 20 fast food restaurants.
Wow.
You're a bum.
Wow.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, because mine is Taco Bell being number 1. Like, that's the holy grail of all fast foods, man. Taco Bell. Popeyes.
Yep.
Gotta fuck with Popeyes.
Oh, yep.
Now you can't forget Popeyes. And then, yeah, I could probably say Wendy's, man. Like, I think, yeah, those
Dude,
nuggets.
see,
What's Brahms?
y'all don't know nothing about Brahms.
But Brahms isn't nationwide.
Hold
You
up,
can't
Bobby.
count that.
Hold up,
So
Bobby. Let me see what Brahms is.
Brahms is like the Oklahoma version of Burgerville.
Ooh, okay.
Mhm.
So it's like
It's all-
Whataburger.
No.
It's like a local.
No, the closest thing that I've ever had to Brahms, like in Portland, was Burgerville. I was like, oh, okay, this is
No,
This is
it
that-
looks like Burgerville.
Y'all fries are way better than Burgerville. I can say that.
those crinkle cut fries.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Those look like flame.
Yeah, Brahms is good.
Yeah.
And y'all got cherry limeades. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all beating them off top, Burgerville.
Dude, for a while, I got addicted to Burgerville's strawberry shakes.
No, those strawberry shakes are a hit.
Dude,
I've only had Burgerville once, and I was like really disappointed. I was like, "This is bullshit."
As
This
you
fucking
should
place
be. man.
Sucks.
I fucking hate Burgerville.
Yeah.
I fucking hate Burgerville because it's just like you're spending too much money for the quality
Nothing.
and quantity that you get. It's just
Yeah.
it's
And
not
everything-
shit.
And everything's a la carte, so you're paying for the fries separately, the drinks separately. I'm like, where's the fucking meal? Just give me the fucking meal.
Dude, Howard,
yeah.
what was the name of that one burger place that like it's over on the east side and it's like it got like super famous. It's like this family owned like little diner and they only have like one grill. And I told you one time I was like, oh, Holly and I are going there because we saw it on like
Was it Stanish's?
yeah.
Yes, Stanish.
Yeah, because I remember telling you about it, and you were like, "Man, I used to go there all the time before it got like all this hype and everything like that." And like we waited like an hour for a burger.
Was it good?
It was good, but it wasn't like I'm gonna wait
Worth
an
an
hour for a
hour.
Yeah,
burger. Yeah,
that's why I said I went there all the time before the hype because it's just like it's a solid, decent burger, mom and pop shop. Like it's a good burger. It does its job, but it's not worth the 2-hour wait and the popularity that gentrification put behind that shit. Fuck
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
I never
Yep.
went.
Nah.
It was good, but it wasn't. Wait,
Stupid. They got a new spot called Union Burger, which is fucking dope.
What was the place we went to, Clay, with the crazy burgers?
oh, Stupid Burger.
Stupid burger.
So, yeah, so quick story about them. So that's a family friend. His name is John Hunt, right? I grew up with him. My best friend Chris that you guys met, best man at my wedding.
Yeah.
That's his cousin, right?
Okay.
So Stupid Burger is no more. There was a falling out between the owners. Long story short, Ndamukong Suh, NFL player, being from Portland, he wanted to franchise them. He wanted to because they were doing good things. So he wanted to franchise them. One guy was with it, the other one wasn't. They beefed. Now they're no more. So John took Stupid Burger and made it Union Burger now. And Union Burger has took off and done way more than what Stupid Burger was doing. I think part of it is because people are trying to rally behind him, but the food is there. Like if the product is there, people are going to come. And so like he's getting rave reviews. And I want to say a month or two ago, like they voted it the #1 burger in Portland. And
Damn.
yeah. And the cart's been open for maybe 4 months now, 5 months. Like,
So best burger in Portland, and it's only been open 5 months.
yeah,
Wow.
he's just been
So-
doing it like that.
Is Ndamukong Suh still a part of it?
No. He just because again, like I said, I mean, I look at the Dominican Sue like
I didn't know he was from Portland.
yeah, born and raised in Portland, man. Went to Grant High School. I played a lot of sports. He's a year younger than me, so I played against him all the time because you can tell he's a fucking varsity athlete since he was a fucking 5th grader. But yeah, no. Again, just being a businessman, he wanted to franchise it and like make big things of it. But of course,
Yeah.
things just didn't happen. So
Damn.
Damn it.
Yeah, even Revelry closed down too.
Oh, that spot
so
was
good.
dope.
That place was good.
pandemic, man. I mean, you guys know me. Like when I was at the radio station, my scene was the bars. Because those were most of my places. A lot of those aren't going to be the same as well, too. Because when's the next time a ton of people like that are going to be able to go into an establishment that's meant for things like that, whether it's dancing or just all the people at the bars trying to get drinks, like that scene is fucking dead. It's gone. On top of that, like, again, we were at Splash, we were at Shake, all those places, those are a wrap because they can't open up. And then a lot of those other places like Dirty, Dixie, they turned into family restaurants because
Dixie did?
That's all they can do. they literally nobody can go in there and dance, because that's how they made a lot of their money. So they just turned into a family restaurant for downtown. And so now they have like outside seating and all of that. But
I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would want to have outdoor seating at Dixie, from where it's at. I'm just like, dude, get away.
Hell no. The homeless population that's over there.
I know it's
Dixie. Where was Dixie? Did I ever go there?
Dixie, it was right across the street from Dirty. If you know where, like, what is that, like Tube?
Okay,
yeah. So like literally right there. So it was literally on the corner of where they would block off the streets.
Got you.
Of like Portland nightlife.
Yeah. I only went down. I rarely went down there, so I was just like,
"Oh, you wasn't missing shit." Y'all had a
that's the point. I was like, I saw it once. I don't need to go again. It'd be 20 degrees and there's girls in skirts. I'm like, yo, look, I know you're trying to look hot, but it's cold as shit out here right now.
I never had a problem with it.
I'm not complaining, but
I like the dive bars, man, and that's what I'm about. Dive bars. Let's make it happen,
Lucky Devil, man. We going to Lucky Devil. And
only reason I was down there is because I was getting paid to do it. So if I wasn't drinking for free and actually being paid to be down there, fuck that. Fuck that shit.
Dude, the Bear Paw was my go-to.
Bear Paw, yeah. Howard, you never went there with us, did you?
I never heard of Bear Paw.
It's this little shitty bar like 2 blocks from our old apartment.
Ideal dive bar.
It was perfect.
Lucky Devil with you guys.
Yeah.
And then a few like dive bars over by like Huggy's house and like downtown, but man.
Good old times.
All right, I'll let y'all go because y'all know my black ass. So keep talking. Hour mark.
Cool.
Dude, we did hit 2 hours. It didn't feel like 2 hours.
Yeah, no.
Shit,
that's good.
We're talking about hot sauce, chicken wings, and Sean Evans making $40 million.
I love it.
All right, yo,
all right, cool, man.
That was for real though, man. I love y'all.
All right, love you too, man. All right, later.